Hey, Sarah, what did the orange say to the door?
I don't know.
Mind if I squeeze in?
On the web.
You turn
Your
Siri
computer,
off.
yeah, your computer wants to tell me some jokes too.
I did not say that word. I said Sarah. Okay.
Yeah. Any more?
Let's see. I think I got a few more. How often should you put an orange slice in your beer?
Every time.
Once in a blue moon. I glued a bunch of orange sodas together in the shape of a stick. It's amazing. It's tremendous. It's what?
I don't know.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay.
Okay.
What is the difference between a peach and an orange?
I feel like you're going to tell me.
Oh, no. I should read these. You can't orange a peach, but you can impeach an orange.
Oh, there you go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay.
Yep. Here we are.
Sarah, right off the top, we need to talk about something.
Okay. Let's hear it.
It continues to happen.
What?
You know, Republic Nutrition's continued use of Fri-Yay.
Yeah, Darren did it again.
Darren he's up to his normal antics. He thinks because he posts in the morning on Fridays, I guess he thinks it's like the first one to use it gets to use it or something.
It's like your word for the day.
Yeah. He's like, well, I used it first. So here's the thing. So I went in there.
Yeah.
I saw it this morning when he does them like 6 a.m. So he's going live while I'm getting up. And I saw it.
Yep.
I said, okay, I see you, Darren. All right. So I drove my truck, the big orange truck over there, and I walked in calmly and composed.
Yeah.
And I opened the door. There wasn't anybody coming in, so I couldn't hold the door really for anybody. And I walked right in.
Yeah.
I said, Darren, you did it again. And he tried to act like he didn't know what I was talking about.
What did I do again?
But he knew. You knew. He says he doesn't watch, but we know you watch. We know you watch. So anyway, I told him, I was like, you said Fri-Yay again. He says, yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
And I said, have you ever heard of Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay? He's like, no. Why? Like he didn't. Like he didn't know. Like he doesn't always watch. Right. So anyway, I was like, we've been calling it Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay since like first of the year.
Yeah.
We did a vote right here on Facebook and Fri-Yay won.
Yep.
We've been using it all year.
Now that vote was just for ours, just for our live.
Yeah,
that wasn't for yours too.
Excellent point, actually.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Maybe
point.
He thought so.
Well, what he tried to tell me, and I'll let you guys know. You guys decide if you think this is accurate. What Darren at Republic Nutrition tried to tell me is he's been saying Happy Fri-Yay for longer than the first of the year, since like last year, is what he tried to say.
Yeah.
Now,
can we go back and see? No,
you probably can, but listen. I'm just going to say we say it, okay?
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
and we're sticking to our guns. So anyway, if you guys watch the show, you know what we're going to say. You need to go down there to Republic Nutrition, and you need to tell Darren or any one of the ladies working that counter politely and nicely, and you know, it's Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay, not Happy Fri-Yay.
Nope.
And then when you're coming back, if you happen to be coming by the office, they've got this jumbo tea called the Redbird.
Yeah.
Two, please. Two, please would be good on
Big
that.
fan.
So.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Just wanted to start us off with a little that. Now, Sarah, you are acting very distracted.
A little distracted.
What is going on right now with Sarah? Why are you acting all distracted?
Well, we have a special guest.
We do?
We do. I don't know how this is going to go. We have not practiced this. So
we have not practiced this, actually.
Come here. Hey.
What are we going to do? It's Piper!
Piper is joining us today.
Piper! We have an office dog today. Manager on duty. Oh, what did we call? What did we decide to call the pups when they're here?
Yeah, we had a.
Dang it! We had a whole thing, and Zach Pemberton. What did he say? He had a whole role for it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, anyway, Piper's here with us today.
Here. She's gonna lay down.
Yeah, Piper's gonna lay down right now. Dylan Blanc's here, Fence Prince.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
And of course, if you got the Fence Prince, you got to have Fence King. Fence King says hi from New Orleans.
Hello,
Fence King, Dan and Dylan. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. James Moles, happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday back. Welcome, James. Candace, the retail rock star right downstairs, says they do have amazing teas. Just don't drink the energy ones after 3 p.m. That is absolutely the truth. Because if you do, you're going to be up for a while. So the energy teas work.
If you want to be up for a while after 3,
if you're trying to work overnight, go ahead and go by there, pick one up. Yeah. Not a problem.
No problem.
Not a problem. Yeah. No, they really do have good stuff. I like them a lot. I like Darren a lot. I just wish he wouldn't use Fri-Yay.
Yeah.
I mean, we use Fri-Yay, so and he tried to say they've been using it longer, so maybe I think he was insinuating we should stop using it.
Oh.
But
there's no copyright on it.
That's right. That's right. We get to use it. Yep. We get to use it. All right, guys. Hope you guys have been having a great week. It has been an interesting week here.
Yeah.
To be sure.
Yeah.
Not every week in April do you miss a day for snow.
That's true. Yeah.
It was a blizzard.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily it didn't stick. Well, what did stick didn't stick around for very long.
Yeah.
But it was a blizzard for a while. Like you could not see across our lot for all the snow.
No.
There for a couple times. It was pretty intense. Now, it accumulated a little bit on the grass. Didn't accumulate on the roads. Didn't do anything. So we still built fence. We still got out there and built fence, but it was a little crazy.
Yeah, a little interesting. And the day before that, it was like high 60s.
It was 70.
And,
it was 70 degrees because that's what I was pretty angry about. I was like, how do we go from 70 degrees and then it drops overnight and then we have a blizzard the next day?
Yeah.
That was Tuesday was the snow. Mm-hmm. And then here we are Friday and it's like, again, high of mid 60s.
Yep. No big deal.
What in the world? So
I don't know.
But it is what it is. You know what's funny is pretty much every state in the Midwest has the same saying as Missouri. Or maybe we have the same ones they do. They're like, if you don't like the weather, stick around. It'll change.
Yep.
Like my Facebook was full of everyone in all these other states. We know fence folks all over the Indiana, Nashville, Tennessee. Where else? Kind of everywhere. So Illinois, we know a lot of folks over in Kansas, and then kind of South Dakota. Anyway, my whole Facebook feed was fence folks saying, "Well, if you don't like the weather, stick around till tomorrow. It'll change." They always say that about Kentucky.
Yeah, and you're like, wait a minute.
Wait,
what?
That's what they say about Missouri, actually. For all you non-Missouri folks, that's what Missouri says. Now, I don't know if we started it. We probably did, but I don't know that for a fact.
She's trying to make more cameos here.
Yeah, but Piper's like, listen, can we do like Ask the Fence Pup Fri-Yay sometimes? That's what she wants to know. But yeah, hope you guys are doing super well. Hope you guys survived the snowpocalypse. Yeah. The single day snowpocalypse. But then what else has happened? We had a little bit of rain here and there. Supposed to get some rain in this afternoon. So all the guys are out there putting up fences fast and as fiercely as they can before the weather hits. So I know Scott and his wood guys, they pulled out of here this morning at about 6 o'clock.
I believe that.
So they were trying to get their day done before the rain hit.
Yep.
So what else we have going on, sir? We've it's been kind of a crazy week.
Yes, it's been a little bit everywhere.
We did some pre-stained cedar. Is that right?
Yep.
A little pre-stained cedar. What are they working on today?
Finishing up. They are working on. We had just a regular cedar that they're finishing up in Rogersville.
Natural cedar.
Natural cedar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm trying to think what they're doing. Oh, finishing up a couple gates. Okay. Everything else had been done, and they just needed to fabricate some stuff for the gates.
Gotcha.
Good to go. But yeah, kind of a light day today, which is good.
Okay. Yeah. No one complains about a light day on Fridays. No one complains. No. So we also spent some time down in Branson. I say we. Oh, yeah. Scott and his guys spent some time down in Branson.
Yep.
Jackhammering out posts and all that gloriousness. Let's see. The doors were right around town. They stuck around town this week. I'm trying to think, kind of going through everybody in my mind, seeing where everybody was. Yeah. Kind of Springfield, Rogersville, Branson, Republic. Scott did a gate over in Republic, right?
Yep. A little bit of Black Chain Link and Fairgrove.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Black Chain Link and Fairgrove. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Kind of a little bit of everything everywhere.
Yep. Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Joe Robles is in the house. Hello,
hi, Joe.
Fellow Joe.
Yeah. I was driving down Republic Road.
Okay.
Minded my own business.
Okay.
As one does while driving.
As one does.
Sure.
Yeah. But fully attentive on the road.
Yes.
You're minding your driving business.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to mind other people's business while they're driving because they're
this
not
is
always
true
minding
because
their
they're
own
not
business.
minding their own business. That's right.
But in this case, road was clear driving down Republic Road. And I look off to the right and I see Joe Robles.
Joe Robles?
And it was in big letters.
How did you know it was Joe?
I might be making this up, but I swear his picture was on the sign.
I don't know if it's true. I
don't know if it's true, but I just knew. I said
it's a very stately looking gentleman.
Yeah. And I felt, it might have just been like a presence I felt,
okay. And maybe you just knew.
Joe. Yeah.
I am in the presence of Joe Robles.
Yeah. I think so.
And I'm guessing you're over on the south side.
Yes.
That's kind of Joe's hangout over there. Okay. Yep. Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, Joe. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about fence stuff for a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, there's lots of different types of fence.
Okay. Yeah.
No, we didn't have a crazy week, which is good. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
And that's always a very good problem to have.
Sure.
So thankful for that. But really, we didn't really run into a ton of issues. We've got some more pre-standing to do for next week.
Yep.
Next week we've got a little bit of mosh posh of everything again. We've got a shadow box for a client of ours that actually moved here from Colorado.
Oh,
so that's exciting. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool. And then we've got, what else do we have next week? We've got a couple smaller gates where the winter's just not been too kind to those gates.
Gotcha.
So we're just replacing them. And then we are doing a job for the new Jordan Valley. So they're opening a new clinic. Not sure if that's a spoiler alert or not. But
if we're doing fence next week, I think they probably know.
I think it might on the sign. It might say. I'm not sure. Haven't driven by that way.
All right.
But we're actually doing a kind of a unique job.
The one over
on Grand. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a sign up.
Is there? Okay. Okay. Good.
So Kansas and Grand.
Spoil it.
The old price cutter. Wasn't that a price cutter?
Yep.
Price cutter at Kansas and Grand. Yeah. Going Jordan Valley Community Clinic. Is that the right?
Yeah. That sounds right.
Going to be over there doing some work. Yeah.
Yep.
We're also going to have some new team members coming on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we've been holding interviews all week. And when I say we've been holding interviews all week, I mean we've had interviews scheduled all week, and roughly 4 of them have shown up so far.
Yep.
So, but no, that's not true. I think we're up to 5. We're up to 5. But anyway, so good news, bad news.
Okay.
Good news is found some guys.
Yeah.
So found some guys. So we're hiring for associates for materials handling out in the yard. Mm-hmm. So unloading supply trucks, reloading retail customers that come in needing some fence material. So I guess good news, bad news. Bad news is kind of good news. So good news is we found some folks.
Yep.
Well, the bad news to start with was not many people showed up.
Yeah.
But then those that did show up, we'd have hired every one of them.
Yeah. They're great.
Bad news that is kind of good news is we can only hire 3.
Yeah.
So we're only bringing 3 on. I wish we were to a point where we could bring them all on, because as I'm sitting in the interviews, I'm like, I could see us hiring you right now. It's been like that almost every interview. So I'm kind of glad. So between yesterday and today, just 2 days alone, these are the busiest 2 days. I think we had like 11 or 12 interviews scheduled. Mm-hmm. Now, of those, 1 showed up yesterday and 1 showed up today. So we're kind of not doing great as far as folks showing up, and that could be for a myriad of reasons.
Sure.
But everyone that's shown up, that we would love to bring them on. So we've got some new team members starting next week out in the yard, and actually one that's going to start next week on Scott's crew, on the wood crew.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. I'm excited.
We're going to make fencers out of them. None of them have fence experience, and that's great. That's actually kind of how we want it.
Yep.
Teach them the Ozark fence way and teach them how we do it, and kind of go from there.
That's exactly right.
We got some folks joining us here. Brent and Mitch, I got to get a sign out there. I'll put my big old portrait on it.
Perfect.
It works for Joe. It
Yeah,
works for Joe.
it's true.
Now, we probably wouldn't see it, Brent, because remember, Brent's in Northern California. So, I don't know that we'd be driving by there like on a regular basis.
Sure, yeah.
I actually have never driven to Northern California. I mean, I hear it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I hear it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Probably won't be driving around there.
Now, Brent, here's all it needs to say. And Brent's the kind of crazy person that would probably do this. Billboard of Brent. And all it says, what do you think it's going to say?
Oh, I don't know. Something about fishing.
Oh,
or
it could be.
adventures.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think
He's
of
a
that.
very adventurous person.
So typically what he says every time he comes on, hey, beautiful people.
That's true.
That's a Brent thing.
Yeah.
Or what does he say that at the end?
Maybe it's like, your adventure starts here, you beautiful people. Boom.
Now all you got to do is just bill Brent for this fantastic idea, this advertising idea.
Absolutely.
And it's a picture of him holding a lobster on his boat.
Love it.
Send it. Do it, Brent. Go ahead and jump off right now and start running with that idea immediately. Oh, sorry. Thought I was clicking on Joe. Okay, so if one was ordering lunch for the team and Coke is not available, this sounds like a very theoretical question. Would you choose Pepsi, Sierra Mist, Mountain Dew, Mug Root Beer, Orange Crush, or Cherry Pepsi? What would you say, Sarah?
I would vote Cherry Pepsi if it were me.
That's exactly what I was going to vote. Let's do a twofer. Okay. Let's do a Cherry Pepsi and a Sierra Mist.
Boom.
Let's do that.
Love it.
If in this theoretical question, that's what was going on.
Yep.
So what's happening here is, since today was packed with scheduled interviews, we didn't have quite enough time to get out for lunch. And we do this live right at lunchtime. So gave Candace the old credit card and said, hey, would you mind about halfway through the live calling some pizza? That way, I mean, best case, worst case. I don't know. In one of these scenarios, everyone this afternoon shows up.
Yeah.
And so we've got at least 4 interviews scheduled this afternoon. And then I've got a pretty hard out at 4:00. So we need to interview these people and have a powwow.
Yeah.
Where we talk about all the people we've met this week and then kind of narrow it down and make a decision. All before I've got a hard out like at 3:45.
Okay.
Got to get out of here. Me and Macy are going places. Macy's going to be dropped off around 3:30.
Yep.
Out of here by 3:45. Period. So
Daddy-daughter
that's
date.
what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. So, Kansas, I hope that answered your question. Where did you get the backboards behind you for the TV station? I like this being called a TV station.
Yeah.
Thank you to the CEO, Sarah, Fence Princess.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So these are called Rewood. I'm going to go ahead and type that in the comments.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Rewood. Yes, it's got 2 Ds. I know that's not a misspelling. That is the product, is Rewood. Joe, if you like it, we're actually becoming a dealer for the Rewood product. So we installed it, and I liked it so much, I reached out. So originally, we installed it as like a sponsored video for them. I'd seen them before, and so I reached out and said, hey, we're getting ready to redo our YouTube studio. What do you think about sending us a product like at cost or something like that? And that's what we did. We worked out an at cost arrangement. Piper loves it. Piper, what do you think? What do you
Big
think?
Fan.
She's just gonna walk off.
Tail wag.
She's
like
making
thumbs up.
She's making sure the studio's secure right now. She is doing a security scan of the premises. But so anyway, worked out a deal to where I reached back out to him. I said, hey, what's the process like of becoming a dealer for you guys? And so we're kind of currently working out the dealership arrangement. So all that being said, Joe, if you like it, I can get it for you. Or you can learn more about it by Googling Rewood. I don't have the link on me right now for the Rewood, but you can find this stuff anywhere. So they sell direct. They also sell through Lowe's, Home Depot, Wayfair, and Amazon.
Okay.
So
I did notice
everywhere.
They've got like 2 different kind of branches of it. Like they've got this, which is very kind of like eclectic, different one.
Yep.
And then they've got more of like a neutral base one.
Yeah. So there's actually 4 options.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 color options. Like you said, there's more of a natural, where it's going to be basically more of the natural grays. What you see here is kind of like their colors palette, where you're going to see some stain, you're going to see some painted boards. There's some natural boards kind of thrown in through here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be kind of they send us kind of a smorgasbord of their products. But yeah. So you got 2 color options, and then you have 2 installation options. One installation option is peel and stick, which is what we have here. The boards are thinner, so they're easier to work with, more of a DIY type scenario, which we loved. And what I thought was, 3M tape. So if I mess up, I can just like pull it off and put it back on. You can, but part of that drywall is coming off with the 3M sticky tape. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
No. Oh, because I did that. I pulled one off and a chunk of drywall came off. It's actually one of these right over here. Can't even tell it though. So there you go. Also, the other option is a thicker board, like I want to say it's like a 3/4 board, and it's tongue and groove.
Okay.
Now the problem with tongue and groove, not the problem, but it's not really for the DIY installation crowd because you need some specific tools to install that properly. But yeah, so Rewood's the product. We like it a lot. All right. Is that a pup I see wanting to get some camera time? Kenny, it is. Piper, come here.
Oh.
Come on, come here. Come say hi.
Hey, put your paws up here.
Up here. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Good job. This is Piper. Piper, look. Look. Say hello.
You seen the camera?
Say hello. Say hi. Look, there's a Piper. Yep, that's Piper. She's our office dog for the day.
She's a very good helper.
She's keeping us safe.
Yes.
She's always patrolling, just seeing if there's anything around here. Yeah. So if a treat were to sneak up on us,
we would know.
Done. We wouldn't even know. She would devour that treat before it even got to us.
That's true.
That's her job.
If a Frisbee were to find its way on the property, all bets are off.
Let me tell you, people.
Yeah.
If you think you're coming in here with a Frisbee,
nope.
Not today.
Yeah, you're going to know about it.
Piper has it locked down for Frisbees.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. That makes you 2 anchors at the TV station. I guess so.
We could do that.
I guess so. Right now, it's a YouTube station, YouTube and Facebook Live.
Yep.
It's a social media station.
I like that. Okay, social media hub.
But technically, I see where Joe's going with this. Technically, you could stream social media on your TV, on your smart TV.
On your smart TV, sure. So we could be on someone's TV right now.
We could be on a TV right now. So, technically speaking, it's a TV station.
Yeah, I like it.
I like where your guys' heads are at. Joe Robles, thank you, sir. Piper just decides that she doesn't really want to lay down.
Come here. Lay down.
She's supposed to be laying down. She's like, Mom's on TV right now, exactly. So I'm gonna wander, and she's not gonna get me in trouble. Little does Piper know, she will get in trouble. Yep. All right. So, what else we got to talk about today, folks? Not a lot of fence stuff going on. We've kind of in episodes past we've talked about locates. So, unfortunately, right now because of the weather, locates are running a little bit behind. I saw that pop up last night. There's a few extension requests.
Yep.
But thankfully, you submit the tickets ahead of time, so that technically we don't need to dig on these tickets till Monday. Now, the reason you like to submit them ahead of time, though, is so that when you go do your walkthroughs on Friday, you can see if there's any issues.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Not the worst thing in the world if they're not done. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but we'd prefer them done. But this way, I mean, it'd probably be a bad deal if Monday morning we were counting on those things being done, and they're like, "Oh, we need an extension to like Wednesday."
Yep, exactly.
Like, that's not going to work out for the old schedule.
Yeah, whoops.
But it's a little bit of that going on just because of the weather. But yeah. This is a great question. Brent wants to know, do you have to be a customer to be up on the puppy board?
Oh,
what are you calling it? The
Wall of Wags.
Wall of Wags.
Mm-hmm. I mean, first of all, you should always send me your puppy pictures.
Right.
Always.
If you have a puppy picture, you send that right in.
Yes.
You send it directly to us.
Yep. But the general idea was that the puppy would be sitting in front of one of our fences or dog.
Oh.
I call all dogs are puppies, but not all puppies are dogs. You know,
but But Sarah, could we make an exception for someone, say, that tunes in to all of the live broadcasts and is always very positive and helps keep the show going?
I think we could make an exception, but it
Okay.
would need to be an exceptional photo.
Oh,
Yep.
I see what you did there. Exception for exceptional. Okay. I've seen Brent's puppy.
Yeah.
Exceptional.
Okay.
So Brent, you send us a puppy pic.
Yeah.
And it's going up on the wall of wags.
Yeah.
I can guarantee it.
It'll be one of two right now.
So let's think the logistics through on this.
Okay.
How cool would it be to have a camera on the wall of wags to where when we're starting, that's the preview picture?
Perfect. Yeah. I like that.
So it's a neat idea.
We'll have to think through the logistics.
We got to figure out how to get the video signal because this wall of wags is like 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Down some stairs, through three or four doorways, around a corner, around a couple corners. So we got to figure that part of this out. But we should definitely.
That. Or at least
you know what we could. Yeah, you know what we could do. We could have it just as a photo background as it's ticking.
That's true. Yeah.
So that way it's kind of like in the background.
Okay.
For our startup.
That'd be kind of fun because then, like, as it grows, you can see how it grows.
Yeah. Well, that's absolutely. So it could be a weekly update of the Wall of Wags.
Yep.
I like this idea a lot.
I do too.
We can have the timer on it, so that would be cool. And then, what was I going to say? We need to figure out the audio. So I did a little thing. I was like, you know what would be funny is if this last minute or so we just told orange jokes. I thought that was hilarious. But in the middle of it, I was like, maybe not the best YouTube experience or Facebook experience, like on their end.
Oh.
Funny for me, might have not have been enjoyable for you guys. We need to consider this.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is like play some of the, like we've got our jingle, the Ozark Fence jingle, and then like whatever, like our 3 or 4 or 5 like current radio spots.
Oh, like the ads.
Yeah. I think that could be neat.
That would be fun.
And then just let those play that way. That way it's not just like, as you guys are watching, waiting for us to get started, it's not just like blank audio. We did a deal for a few weeks where you guys kind of had like the over the shoulder. I don't know, like it was a great idea. I don't know that it was that interesting on your guys' end. We didn't really hear much feedback on that. So I'm trying to find something that like catches your guys' attention and like gives you guys something to do for the few minutes while we're like sharing stuff out, getting stuff connected, kind of doing the last minute checks through here. Because there's a lot of stuff we do ahead of pressing go live. But once you press go live, there's always 1 or 2 gremlins in the system that need ironed out.
Yep.
You know, to make sure the video signal's good, the audio signal's good. We had that a few weeks back where the audio was in the beginning of the broadcast. Now we had checked the audio. And then we started the broadcast, and then several of you guys said, hey, no audio, can't hear you. So anyway, we need a few minutes after we press go live to like check everything out, make sure everything's, doing well. But so we're constantly trying to improve that process. If you have an idea for what we should do for the first 5 minutes of the broadcast while we're ironing things out, let us know. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Piper? You got an idea? Did you come over?
All kinds of ideas.
Okay. No.
No.
She's going to do a sweet
one, though.
For treats again.
Yep.
Dylan says, you're on the TV in my office right now. Perfect. Check that out. TV station.
Love it.
All right.
Perfect.
How about we name the show Ask a Fence Wag?
Questions like, what kind of questions do we ask?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Let's give it a try. Piper, come here. Piper, come here. Come up here.
Here. Pause up here.
It's okay. You're not going to get in trouble.
She's like, I feel like this is a trap. Mom never lets me on the table.
Come up here. Yeah, go girl. All right. So, Piper, how deep would you set a fence post? Yeah, just talk right into the microphone. Just how deep would you set a fence post? Oh, right here.
Oh, this is boring. She's yawned at us.
Oh, you don't have any. You don't have any.
She has
ideas?
no answers.
Okay. Well, we could call it Ask a Fence Wag, but I don't know that we would get a lot of answers out of Piper. And also, not every day could Piper be here, so. We'd have to figure that out.
No. The culprit is here.
Oh. Where did my mouse go? All right. First, Candace said, enjoy the jokes while waiting. Okay, so maybe we do get some orange jokes in there.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Darren. Glad you could join us. We've got something to talk about.
Yeah.
We've been calling this show Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay.
Yeah.
Since the first of the year.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks ago, when I was waking up, you were doing one of your lives.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Very impressive that you were up that early, awake enough to do a live.
Do a live?
But still.
There's 0% chance I'm doing anything live at 6 a.m. I'm usually not even like in real life alive at 6 a.m.
I'm barely live.
I'm starting to like wake up, but like I'm not like alive.
I'm not through my
like
first
20
cup of
minutes.
coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not alive.
That's right. Yeah. So Darren, we need to tell Darren what we've been telling people. Just to be completely upfront and transparent.
Well, because he's probably been really confused
at
all the people that have been just storming in there.
That's probably exactly right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Now, we're trying to send you a message about this Fri-Yay business. Yep. We've been calling it Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay since the first part of the year.
Like a really long time.
And then all of a sudden, obviously it's not all of a sudden I started watching and saw you call your Fridays Happy Fri-Yay on your lives. And I'm like, well, isn't that great? So here's what we told people, Darren. And usually I've got a cup. So the cup you gave me today didn't have a sticker on it. So usually I've got a cup and it's a sticker and I'm like, all right, people, listen. We have a call to action. We need you to do this. I need you to drive over to Republic. Find this place called Republic Nutrition. It's right there on 60. It's right next to the furniture place.
Yeah. Very conveniently located.
Very conveniently located. It only takes about 10 minutes to get there. Yeah. Not a big part of your day.
There. But we always make a point to safely drive there.
Yeah. Oh, observe any and all like state laws and regulations and federal laws pertaining to the driving of your vehicle.
Correct. Yes.
Always use your turn signal.
Yep.
Please buckle up.
Yep.
Arrive alive, as they say all the time in the media stuff. But anyway, you get there.
Yep.
Park safely, please. Please. I try to leave spaces available up front. Yep. So think about that, like leave spaces for other people. And then I want you to walk right up to the door. And I want you to open it and then let a few people in. Yeah. You got to be very courteous and kind. Say, hey, how's your day? Good morning or good afternoon, whenever you're going. And then I want you to walk in and patiently wait your turn because there's usually a line and that's fine. Yeah. And then when you get up there, I want you to say, hey, Darren, or whoever, or whichever one of the ladies is there. It's Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay, not Happy Fri-Yay.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
Yes.
Also, can I have a tea, please?
While I'm here, I would really love a tea. I heard the Redbird's really good, or Bee's Knees. I know Joe really likes Bee's Knees. This is the person saying that, not me. No, but also like it's Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay. So,
So please and thank you.
Please and thank you. Like, we're not asking you to change anything. We just want you to know that we know that you, isn't that what she said last time?
We know that you know that we know
that we know.
Yep.
That's the goal. And then we tell them, and also if you're coming back to Springfield, if you want to pick up a couple teas,
wouldn't be bad.
like a Redbird and a Bee's Knees or a cheese, and then drop them by the office, phenomenal.
Yeah,
that would be so great. We would like that a lot.
Yeah,
please and thank you on that too. Yeah,
I have not met one Republic Nutrition tea that I haven't enjoyed.
No, actually, not at all. I've never met one I didn't like.
There's a blue one.
I
don't know what it is, but it tastes blue, and it is blue, and it's amazing.
It tastes blue?
Okay. Taste. It's great.
I usually it's usually for me, Bee's Knees, Redbird, or is it called Chiefs or Chiefs Nation? I usually have to look up on the board and figure it out.
Sure.
But sometimes I'm like, hey, something with coconut, surprise me.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I am always surprised pleasantly.
Perfect.
So, but anyway, back to the story.
Yeah.
It's Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay, and now you know that we know that you know.
Yep. Okay. Nailed it. So just in case there are just tons of people storming in there.
Right.
Politely.
Yeah.
And just letting you know.
I haven't heard of any yet. But
that's where it came from.
Any day, the surge is going to happen.
Yeah.
There's going to be a tidal wave of people coming to Republic. And they'll all be like parking safely and letting each other in the door. There's going to be a traffic jam at the door because we did say you open the door and you let people in. What happens when there's like 10 people?
No, you go in. No, you go in.
No, they told me to hold the door. No, they told me to hold the door.
Maybe they could take turns holding the door.
please take turns holding the door. Orderly, file and orderly. And then there's a bunch of chairs and tables like you can sit and chat because this is a lot of messages getting relayed too. It's a lot of teas getting made. There's only so many red birds, so not everyone order red birds because I would like to have some. So maybe some other people order other things.
Tell me, what are those little pods? You know what I'm talking about?
The donut shots.
Oh, is that what they're called? Okay. Does that come from Public Nutrition?
These guys right here.
Yeah, I thought
so. They have like meal replacement, like shots and things like that.
Okay, very cool.
Public Nutrition, but that's not. We're talking about teas, and we're talking about Fri-Yay.
Yeah.
But if you happen to be coming back and you do have a tea, drop it on over here.
Yeah.
We wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind. No, honestly, guys, Republic Nutrition. Awesome. Darren's doing some great work over there, and it's one of my favorite stops in the morning. I usually stop, grab a tea for my drive-in. It usually lasts me till lunch or so.
Yep.
Gets me through my afternoon. Anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah. How come Piper doesn't have an orange collar?
She does when she goes hunting.
Okay.
Right now she doesn't. Her color is kind of this will kind of answer Joe's question. So she does trials. We hunt, do that kind of stuff, and her color is teal. So teal nails. So I think she's even got a teal bandana. Yep. So whenever we go to do those, I'll also wear teal, that sort of thing too.
Yeah.
Kind of her color. Yeah.
So, but how quickly are we going to change that to orange?
No, I know orange is kind of. You got a yellow lab, so people already don't know. Like, is she a boy? Is she a girl? I don't know. You can't really tell. And she's very, very muscular. Like, she looks kind of like a boy dog. So I'm afraid you put orange on her, and they're gonna be like,
"He's a good boy."
Yeah. And then she's gonna get real confused. She's not gonna bring the duck back. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna have an existential crisis.
Yes.
Existential. There we go. And I just can't have that.
No.
I just can't have that.
No crises of the existential nature allowed.
None.
Okay. Glad we cleared that up. Two guys in orange using Fri-Yay seems legit.
I mean,
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
And to be clear, we're not asking you to change. We just want you to know that we know that you know that we know. Mm-hmm. Is that
now it is? Yeah.
Okay, you worked that out.
Yep.
Now that we all know.
We all know.
Following Brent's question, Joe Orange, why doesn't your CEO wear orange nail polish?
I know.
So Sarah tried to explain this to me too about the collar and the nails and and I'm just saying, I haven't made it like a firm edict yet, but just saying it could come one day. There could be a sign on the front door. Right now it says, please wear a mask when you're coming inside, per city council ordinance. But it could say only orange nails allowed inside. Good.
It could.
Good.
Could. Tell you what.
Okay.
As soon as you want to start paying for my nail appointments,
no.
You can start dictating the color that I wear.
Well, that would severely affect the cost of Fence. So I don't think we'll be doing that. So you know what? Carry on with the teal. Occasionally you do orange though.
I do like a coral.
Yeah.
Yep. That's true.
Coral. Okay. We're all learning things today. Raspberry is Candace's favorite. Maybe that's the blue one you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's good.
Okay.
I wonder because it is kind of like a blue raspberry taste.
Yeah.
Kind of like that Jolly Rancher. The blue Jolly Rancher tastes like that in a cup, and it's delicious.
Okay. Nathan Downs wants to know, is teal a secondary branding color for Ozark?
If it were up to me, it would.
Orange and teal.
I actually have.
Not horrible.
The next time Piper joins us on the show, she's actually got a bandana that's orange and teal.
Orange and teal?
So it has like a teal almost, like I forget the print, but it's like those cowboy shirts, how they have the different kind of bandana print. It's like that, but with teal and orange, a couple different colors.
Is it called paisley?
Paisley, yes.
Yes.
It's like orange and teal paisley, and then on the back, it's orange. Because Max got an orange bandana. So Max has one, yeah.
Well, so Sarah... Piper's not paying attention right now. When is Max coming on?
It was a toss-up today.
I'm not saying we have a favorite.
He's a little...
But Max.
He has better listening ears, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. I don't know. Maybe next Friday. Maybe we can rotate it.
Maybe it's a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a thing.
Yep.
I tell you what, things are like more fun here when the dogs are here.
They are.
Like, I guarantee it. There's something about it.
Yep.
There's a legit science study I remember reading about having like office animals and that like workplace, morale in general in the workplace improves.
I will say we're obviously not going to do this here, but
Sure.
I was pleasantly surprised when I was shopping for books downtown and they have a cat. It's in the bookstore. And she's like, meow. And at first, like, I kind of panicked because I was like, oh, did I let this cat in? Like, I'm like, oh no. And they're like, oh, that's, I think I don't remember what his name was, but it was some person name. They're like, oh, that's Jerry, or something. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought that was kind of unique. I was like, oh. Or there was a plumber here in town that had an orangutan.
Yeah.
That rode around his truck with him. So that's kind of cool.
But now the orangutan had a job.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh.
So the orangutan would get run under the houses before the plumber went under the house for like snakes.
Oh.
Because orangutans love to eat snakes.
Perfect.
So it was like a win-win. It was a game for the orangutan because he got to go under there and explore and like try to find it. And it was good for the plumber because he knew like once the orangutan like cleared the crawl space that it was good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could do that too. We send in Piper into the backyards.
Into the backyards. Okay.
Make sure there are no ducks.
No ducks at all. Okay.
None.
No treats.
Yeah. No treats to be had.
A treat-free zone.
Clean up the fence line of all tennis balls.
Tennis ball and
frisbees.
Uh-huh.
The F word. Yeah. Yeah. That would be. We could do that.
Okay. All right.
Something to think about.
Maybe we'll take that under careful consideration. Brent says, I'll send you out a scarf for Piper. It says Clown Town. We got them for our dogs. It's our off-roading club. Very cool.
Awesome.
Very cool. Brent's like, I don't know. We've said this before. Brent might be like the most interesting guy in the world. Isn't that
the Dos Equis guy.
Yeah, the Dos Equis guy.
We've never seen them both in the same room.
That's exactly my argument. You've never seen both them in the same room at the same time. Brent's basically that guy.
Yeah.
I heard when they were like creating this guy for the commercials, they're checking Brent out. They watch his YouTube videos.
Sense. Yeah. They're probably he's probably the rubrics that they use for those commercials.
They're like, listen, this is the guy we need to have on the commercials.
Yep.
So I can't wait for the Dos Equis guys to start off-roading. I'm really excited for that.
That would be cool.
And scuba diving.
I was talking to a travel agent for our honeymoon, and she was talking about this particular place. I didn't really want to go, but she was saying that they had all these like waterfall tours. And at first I was like, that's cool. Look, and she's like, yeah. And then they climb up the waterfall and these big cliffs and everyone has to hold hands. The whole time I was going like, first of all, have you met me? I can't do that.
Yeah.
Second of all, like I will be the one that like takes everyone down with me.
That is definitely going to hurt when I fall down. It's not if. When I fall, that will hurt. I promise. Yeah.
Yep. Second of all, that sounds like something Brent would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing waterfall tours.
Yeah, like just climbing waterfall
tours.
Yeah.
Or just by himself.
Or just
with
scaling
people. Waterfalls.
Yeah. I feel like he could. If anyone could do it, it'd be him.
It'd be Brent. Yeah.
Yeah. And he probably like
you probably just gave him a new business idea.
And then he like
I don't know how many waterfalls there are in like Northern California, but
I bet they're probably a little more chilly than Jamaica, but
yeah, probably.
Probably a little chillier.
Maybe. So maybe you need to relocate to Hawaii.
For your adventure.
I hear that they have waterfalls in Hawaii.
They do. That's true.
So now off-roading, a bit limited.
That's not necessarily true. In Kauai, you can. Kauai, you can rent either 4x4 or like the four-wheelers. You can do side-by-sides, and they even have a Jeep tour where you can go to the old Jurassic World where they filmed it.
Really?
You can like drive through that. Yeah.
How did I not know about this?
Yep.
I'm leaving tomorrow for Jurassic World.
I
want to go. I so want to go.
Yep. When we went, they were still filming, so we weren't able to actually do that. But I kept like creeping around, hoping that I could see Chris. What is his name? The main guy in it.
Oh, Pratt?
Yes.
Is that right, Chris Pratt?
Yep.
The Velociraptor Wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trainer's technically his name, but Wrangler sounds better.
Big fan.
So I've got a little boy that's 3, Jackson, and Jackson loves the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World series.
Yeah.
So I like that as well. Now, Jackson is also 3, so he has approximately a 30-second attention span.
Yeah.
So it's like the first 30 seconds are like super enjoyable. It's like a dad and son moment. And then the rest of the 3 hours is me saying, Jackson, we're watching a movie. Jackson, look.
You can make it a game like, oh, what dinosaur is that? Go find it in your toy box. Because he's really good at that.
Oh, we could reenact Jurassic World while it's playing on the... Because Lord knows that boy has every dinosaur that is featured in that movie. Even if it's a minor role.
Still has it.
He's got it. For sure.
what you asked him about one dinosaur, and I mean, he had one track mind. Like he had to find this in his toy box.
Yeah.
And I bet it was 15 minutes. And like I was trying to do all the ant tricks, like, oh, there it is. And he's like, no, that's a blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that is obviously
okay.
not an Ankylosaurus answer.
Yeah, he was like, that's a
that's a Pteranodon.
Yeah, and I was like, oh,
those are obviously not the same dinosaurs. Like, come on.
I don't know.
So and Jackson, like he watches, like he understands these movies because one was they were in that traveling sphere that looked like it's like a human hamster ball basically.
They drive them or whatever.
You drive them around, and I was like, and it was when it was one of the peaceful parts.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jackson, that'd be cool to drive them with the dinosaurs. He's like, no, Dad, dinosaurs eat the people that are in there. Well. Yeah, wow. You're right. He tries to eat them here in a few minutes, but right now it's peaceful. He's like, nope. Already seen that part. They're gonna try to get eaten. Give it a few minutes here, Dad.
Hate to spoil this for you, Dad.
Yeah, you've obviously forgotten about this movie. I remember every minute. It might seem like he's not watching and paying attention, but
he is.
He is. So.
Yep.
TJ says Max said he's available next Friday to be on the show.
Perfect.
He's available.
I'm glad that he can pencil us into his schedule.
Should we? Is Max watching right now?
I don't know. Probably. Hey, Max, you want to go outside?
Max, you want to go outside?
You want to go play?
You want to go outside right now?
We forget that we also have a dog in here. Look at her. She's like,
yeah. But was like, listen, if you guys are offering, I'm ready right now.
I would like to play.
That joke backfired horribly. Uh-oh.
What?
Leaves it 2. Would you like a tea, the both of you?
Darren, the answer is always yes. At any point.
If you are offering, I'm accepting 100%. Don't feel obligated though, like on a for real note. Like do not feel feel obligated.
That's a ways away from where we are.
Yep, absolutely.
But love where your heart's at. That's
not
awesome.
Saying no. Seriously, guys, you should check out Republic Nutrition.
Yeah. Taylor always shares stuff on there, and it's so funny how like every time she does, one of her friends is, you got me hooked on this place. Or like every time. And it's always a different friend. I'm like, perfect.
Well, and it's funny to see like how many people go there that don't know like each other go there.
Yes.
Because like she'll share out that or she'll check in that she's there, and you'll see go, oh, I love it
too. Yeah, exactly.
Such a good time. The other Sarah or another Sarah.
Thank you.
Nails look. Are your nails on fire?
They're fire.
No, they're not on fire, Sarah. They're not on fire. They are not flaming at all.
I actually got a text message from J-Dub the other day, and I meant to pass this along, and he's going to be mad at me because I didn't pass it along.
Oh, no.
But Sarah Carr's made the Ball of the Wild flyer again.
Okay.
She's like, what, 2 years running now?
She's really on top of it. Well, technically, they didn't have it last year.
But she was on the flyer.
She was on the flyer. She was on the flyer.
Yep. I think it might have been like the same photo spread, but it doesn't matter. They could have changed it. They didn't change it.
All right. This obviously presents an issue.
Okay. Yep.
She's going to want to go again.
Yeah.
But we talked about after the thing. We're like, oh. No.
Yeah, it's too much fun.
I really hope like it should happen this year. Ball of the Wild is one of like my favorite events that we do each year.
It's really cool.
Probably now, let me preface this by saying I'm a part of Springfield Sertoma. Actually, hot like news for you guys.
Newsflash.
I have been nominated to be the vice president of Springfield Sertoma.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
And it's actually like a 3-year thing.
Okay.
So it's vice president, becomes chairman.
Heck yeah.
So you never know. Like if things go right, that could happen.
Very cool.
But so I love being a part of Sertoma. We have events such as Chili Cook-Off, Wingapalooza, that are very large fundraisers for the area organizations that we support in our community. So I understand like we're trying to raise money, and the reason I say all that is probably one of my favorite parts of Ball of the Wild is like you show up and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no silent auction. There's no live auction. There's no like side games that charge extra money because a lot of these, and I don't want that to sound like I don't like going to these other events. I do.
We love it.
I enjoy it, and I always take extra money because like I want to support these people.
Yeah.
But Ball of the Wild, like you literally just show up and you get to hang out with some cool animals.
Yep.
Like it's a lot of fun. It really is. So
last year, I got almost like flogged
2 years ago.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. By a bald eagle.
Yeah.
So
Try to take off.
That's not freedom. I don't know what is.
Sarah has been assaulted by a bald eagle. So,
There's video proof.
Yeah. Who do you know that has? Probably not many people. But Ball of the Wild, it really is a good time. Didn't happen last year. I was super bummed because we got the flyer and I was like, we support the zoo. We support Friends of the Zoo.
Yep.
We were a sponsor of the giraffe exhibit. Yep. So Ozark Fence loves supporting Friends of the Zoo. So we typically get to go to the Ball of the Wild. And it is, like I said, it's one of my favorite things. So last year I was so excited. I was like, yes, we had so much fun last year. Like everyone we took had so much fun.
Yep.
Like we got to go back. And then it didn't happen. So, and for obvious reasons, we do want to be safe. We want
there were a lot of people
all
there.
That. Yep. That's the thing. It is a well-attended event. So it typically sells out like almost immediately. This year, fingers crossed, Ball of the Wild is going to happen again.
Love it.
So we're super excited for that. So one thing, well, let's catch up on this but remind me to come back to the zoo conversation.
The zoo conversation. Got it.
Steph is with us. Steph says, late to the party today. Hi, Sarah and Joe.
Hello, Steph.
Hello, Steph. Welcome. So if you've ever called Ozark Fence, you probably talked to Steph.
Yep.
She's one of the first people that answers the phone. And we like that a lot because people like talking to Steph.
Yep.
Probably more they like talking to me.
That's
if we're
fair.
being honest with each other right now.
Yeah. I mean,
they probably like talking to her more than they like talking to me.
I definitely like talking to Steph more than I like talking to you. For sure.
All right. Well, have a good time. We'll see you guys later. No. So like periodically we'll go through and listen to the recordings of the calls and all that just to say we did it, you know, and like I'm constantly so impressed with how Steph handles the range of callers that we get.
Yep.
Most of the callers we get are very nice, are very, but sometimes people are just going through things in their life and they need to pass that frustration on to someone else.
Correct.
Steph always handles those so well.
Yeah.
And better than I would.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, they're real lucky they got Steph.
Yeah. Because I'll see the message come through and I'm like, all right, I'll listen to it. And I'm like, oh, she did way better than I did. Yeah. I would not have handled that nearly as well. So Stephanie, thank you.
Kudos to you.
Appreciate it for sure. Sarah says, ha, 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 ha. I did not consent to that, but still famous.
Charge him for your modeling contract or something.
I'm saying, maybe. Maybe.
Yep.
Probably accurate.
Yeah.
Which
about her not being invited back.
Oh.
Because of the thing.
Now we have to because she's on she's on it.
Yeah, I mean, the people will expect her to be there.
Yeah, we'll show up. They'll be like, where's Sarah?
They'll be like, no, I came for this girl.
Yeah, like, Ozark Fence. No, you're supposed to bring Sarah.
Yeah.
Like, she's on the flyer.
She's the life of the party.
We were expecting to see her to be able to be in her presence.
Yes.
So I think you're obligated at this point.
They want,
That's right. We do not need the media firestorm that would happen if Sarah does not go.
That's true.
So, whatever the date is, you're going to need to clear that one off because
that's true. I don't even know what it is.
I have no idea. The eagle really almost got us.
It did. Luckily, that was a live photo. So you can see it happening because the photo is of both of us like ducking and its wings being like over our heads.
So great.
It's fun.
We need to see that. We need to share it with the people. We'll bring it up next week. Joe says, VP, wow, you didn't show up. You didn't show up, so you got nominated. Not far off. No. So it is a big honor and I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Was that Piper I saw back there?
Yep.
Actually, hey, Piper, come here. You want to come say hi? Come say hi.
Hey, Piper, come here.
It's okay.
Come on.
Yeah, it is Piper. Piper's with us for today. She's keeping the office safe and free of frisbees and treats and all sorts of stuff.
I've been trying to teach her a new trick.
Oh, okay. What's the trick?
Learned it.
What's the trick?
Piper, show me your scaries. And then she's supposed to go like this. Show me your scaries. And then she goes,
it's like, Mom, stop.
I saw it on TikTok and it was really cute. It was this dog and it was just laying there like minding its own business. And the owner comes up and it's like, hey, Fred, show me those scaries. And the dog just like,
She says, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, she's like, whatever, I'm done with you guys.
All right. So talking about the zoo,
Yes.
I have a pretty good idea. So I say I have. Well, all right. So Jeremy and I have this pretty good idea on the Joe Everest YouTube channel.
Okay.
For like this is the working title. This is not the finished title. Yeah.
Got it.
Joe goes to the zoo. And it's basically I go to the zoo and I do interviews with the different keepers of the different animals, and we talk about like the fencing requirements of
that's cool.
A tiger or a giraffe or those Galapagos turtles. Not turtles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get so much flack for this. Tortoise. Thank you. Like Galapagos tortoise. I think that'd be kind of neat. I think it'd be kind of neat. Start with the giraffes because they're the one we sponsor. Yep. And then just create a series of videos of me with keepers talking about like the different fencing requirements each animal might have.
Especially when like a lot of their like secondary enclosures, like they actually like buy the materials from us, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
We have a very great relationship with the zoo, and so it's always kind of every time they come in, I'm always like, "Which animal is this for?" And they're like, "It's actually just the exterior."
And they're like,
it's for our offices." And I'm like,
right. Or the walkway. It's to keep nosy people out of the, where they need to stay on the path, please.
Yeah, I'm like, it's probably me.
Well, could you tell me it's for something really cool? And I'll just pretend like that. So let me tell you my zoo story.
All right.
And everyone that's ever heard this, I'm sorry because you've heard it a dozen times. But so our contact at the zoo called and said, hey, could you come out and look at a couple projects? And Dad was busy. So Dad's usually our point of contact for the zoo. It's a commercial project. He runs our commercial division. He's the person who goes out there. On this particular day, wasn't available. So I got to go. And I said, yep, I'll be there in no time. So I go and we get on the golf cart. He said, we're applying for a grant to house another tiger because they're trying to breed the tigers. And for, a number of reasons, it hasn't worked. So they want to add another tiger to try to help the breeding program. But they need to, expand the cage. Okay, cool. Now, this is like before the park opened and all that. So we go kind of the behind the way route on the golf cart, and we come up to the tiger enclosure, and I've got my measuring wheel, my notepad, and I glance around. Cage is empty. Okay, now we're outside the cage, but cage is empty. Yeah. Do a scan, do a check. All right. So I'm measuring. Back to the cage. I'm measuring, and from behind me, I hear what professionals would call chuffing. Oh, it's where the tiger goes like ruh 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 ruh, but it's like. It's different than that. That's a horrible,
deeper, a lot louder. Yeah.
And let me tell you, my body still retains the instincts of stay really still. Don't die. And it was probably like a split second, but like I'm telling you, you hear people talk about like your blood going cold and all that. Yeah. That is real. And it was just like every muscle like tense. I was like, and and it was on the other side of the fence, obviously. But I turn around and there the thing is just staring at me. He's like, hey. I really want to eat you right now. And the guy I'm with is just like losing it. He thinks this is hilarious. And I'm like, hey, next time we come by the tiger cage, maybe let me know the thing's out there. And he's like, yeah, sorry, forgot about that. Oh, man, you should see you right now. Like, not hilarious, but
he's probably like more curious of like what you were doing. Like,
maybe
you're new. What is that thing?
Yeah,
you're making noise. What are you doing?
That's probably actually what happened. But in my mind, he was like, you look better than what they're feeding me in here. They feed me nutritious stuff. Like I imagine it'd be like the tiger equivalent of like salads only or something. Like,
you think so?
Well, it's not salads, obviously, but it's like health food.
I was picturing like big old like bone-in ribeyes.
Nope. Oh. I don't think that's right. Okay. They have people on staff that are purely responsible for the nutrition of these animals. Mm-hmm. And so it's a thing. They like weigh the food. They know the nutritional content of everything. They put, supplements if they need supplement for something they would normally get in the wild, but they're not getting in here. I have to think it's like health food all the time.
Yeah, but if you think,
and he's like, you would be a delicious snack.
Yeah.
If you think about it, being on a diet like all the time, and then you see like a slice of pizza, you're like,
hey, you.
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, what are you
That's
doing
basically
later?
what he was doing. That was the sound. He was like, I'm gonna eat you.
I think it's more like, what are you doing?
I mean, I see where you're coming from. He was absolutely probably curious about this measuring wheel and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, my reality was he was there to eat me.
I mean,
so anyway, so I tell our guy, and I was like, hey, you got to tell me. Like, you just got to tell me when there's an animal that I think might kill me in the area.
Yeah.
So I can be aware of it. So we get in the cart and we go elsewhere. So then he's like, hey, well, so they had bought a bunch of chain link wire from us. He's like, hey, you want to see what we did with that chain link wire?
Sure
Absolutely.
do.
And so this is when they were redoing the Savannah exhibit. So like where the cheetahs and everything. And let me get my timelines correct. I think this is when the female cheetah was pregnant. So I don't think she'd had the pups yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Or cubs. Yeah. Not
I don't
pups.
know what they're called.
But yeah. So anyway, he goes, okay, we're going to go down this hallway. Like, I don't know how to explain this. So you walk in a gate and then there's a hallway. And then off of this hallway are different kennels. Kennel isn't the right word. These are like enclosures. Yeah. These are probably, I'd say these are probably 20 foot wide by 250 foot, 300 foot long. Like, these things are huge. So he goes, here's what's going to happen. You're going to open that door and go in the hallway. They cannot get you. Remember that. I feel like if you're telling me to remember that, there's a good chance I'm not going to remember that. Yeah. He goes, she said, you see that enclosure? It's like it kind of looks like a massive dog igloo. You know what I'm talking about? Those outdoor igloos?
Yeah.
But it's like massive. He's like, you see that igloo over there? Yeah, I see it. She's going to pop her head out of that. And then, in the time it takes you to blink and take a breath, she's going to be at this fence. And she's going to launch herself at the fence, and she will scream at you.
Oh.
Well, I am certainly glad you told me that, because we saw my reaction at the Tigers. I do not want to know my reaction if I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
I would probably scream like a little girl because I almost did scream. I knew what was coming. But I'm telling you, the speed, like, I've seen cheetahs like in movies and on TV. No.
Yeah.
You do not understand the speed of a cheetah until it charges you and launches its full body into this fence. And she 100% wanted to eat me. Like, this is not even, yes, she did. She scream is a real word. Screamed while she launched herself at this fence. She was there to take me out. That is 100% true. And that's my zoo story.
It's probably just like a game they play with her, like, at this point.
Maybe.
Like, she's like, hey, bring me one of those other unsuspecting guests.
Yeah, so it's actually the group of cheetahs. She's like, hey, Charlie. They got another one. Yeah, no, I haven't seen him before. Watch this. I'm going to do the run and scream trick, and he's going to think I'm going to eat him.
Yeah.
Like, really, Mary, you're going to do the run and scream trick? They all know that trick. She's like, yeah, but I am. Watch. He's going to scream like a girl. Like, no. I bet you a chicken leg he doesn't scream. Like, well, we're going to find out.
And it's actually just a game like the zookeepers play with each other. They're like, hey, we're going to get it on camera and measure how far he jumps. And they're like, hey, yo, Mary, give him the good jump and scream.
Hey, give him the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our guy at the zoo messed it up because he told me about it.
Yeah.
I am serious, Sarah. If he hadn't told me this,
can you imagine?
I would have climbed the other fence out of there. And I'm a big boy and I don't climb things well. You would have seen me climb that. Like,
What's one of those,
it would not have been good.
Instinct things too. Like, we were at Animal Kingdom and they had the big gorilla exhibit.
Yeah.
And like, even that, like, even though, and they're sitting there and they're like kind of looking at you, and then similar, like, where the big male just like came kind of like, I don't know, flaunting over, like, he kind of came sauntering over, and then all of a sudden he just started like, he kind of jumped, started like pounding on the glass.
Yeah.
And like, you can't help but be like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, I know he can't get me, but like, it's still like,
he did that when we were there. He did, but when we were there, he did like so he was like looking at us. He'd look. It's like a big group of us.
Yeah.
And then he did like the sideways run. He just bam, slammed into it. We were ready for it. Like, I watched it and I was not ready for it.
Yeah,
like, it's intense. Like I said, like your built-in instincts.
Yep.
Just are like, you dead.
Yeah, you're gone.
Like, you just curl up in a ball and he's going to eat you. Obviously, girls probably wouldn't eat you, but you get the point.
Yep.
All right. Joe Orange, your snack size, maybe more. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Joe. Okay, you're right. I was trying to be kind to myself by saying snack size, but you're right. Buffet. Okay.
Well,
thanks for coming, Joe.
When you think of how much those cats weigh, though,
yeah,
those are shit, and they're all muscle.
Those tigers are
they're big.
I tell you what's really cool. So I don't know if you were there or not. So we do a kids fair, or kids fairs might not be the right word, at the zoo, like kids day at the zoo.
Okay. Yeah.
So and we set up a booth, and we like, again, giraffes. So we're handing out the giraffe foliage for them to feed the giraffes, and the giraffes are right next to the lions. So one morning we were there setting up for I think it is called kids fair, but we're setting up for the kids fair, and the male lion was like doing his like, rah. Yeah, that was cool.
That is cool.
We're right next, like you can hear this guy from so Dylan and Nicole live like, what do you think, a couple miles from there?
Yeah.
They can hear it.
I believe
so they can hear him in the morning. I mean, obviously not super well, but Dylan says if he's outside in the morning time, he can sometime hear him. So, and we were right next to him. So that was impressive.
Well, if you think of like cats, like in the wild, like big cats, so like a mountain lion, like think of like how loud those screams are.
Oh yeah.
And you can hear them, but like when you look at, I forget the specifics, but like, I believe the female has like a 60-mile roaming radius, and the male has like a 600 or something. Like, because if you think about it, he's got to get to more females, whatever. But yeah, think of how loud they have to project to be able to get that. So it's kind of interesting to think about that. And it's a different like octave. That's the thing too, where you're just like, oh, instant like full body chills. Like, ooh, scary.
So speaking of animals that project, so Dylan and I were down in Panama City, Panama, fishing. So we were fishing on the lake in between the Panama Canal locks.
Okay.
Which is pretty legit. Anyway, we're fishing for peacock bass. And while we're doing it, so there's multiple groups. So there's like 3 or 4 boats of us. We were part of a larger group, and we were going, and all of a sudden one boat just like peels off and starts going to this island. Right. Where are they going? And the guy's like, they're going to Monkey Island. He goes, usually we do that on the way back. Like if you guys don't catch any fish, we'll run you by Monkey Island. So you feel like you didn't have a wasted day or whatever. Like, oh, that's kind of weird. He goes, yeah. So it's howler monkeys. He said, these howler monkeys, you can hear them from everywhere. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. So we're fishing. Later on, we're fishing, and we're just kind of out in the lake. We're kind of near the shore, but anyway, and we hear this howler monkey, and it is howling is the right word. It is howling. We're like, is he right in there? Like we're kind of drifting one of the banks. Like, is he right in there? He's like, oh no. He's like miles away. He's like, I was like, no, like, I believe you, but it sounds like he's right there. Like,
sounds like he's watching us.
Yeah, like, no. If he was right there, like, it would hurt your ears. He is so loud. Like, he is miles away. So here's the reason the boat peeled off and went to Monkey Island. So one of the folks on the fishing trip brought bananas for their breakfast. Oh, no. And so as this boat is rocketing down the lake, they bring out a banana and just start eating it. And the guy's like, no. And so, because bananas are bad luck on fishing boats. Oh. And so he like peeled away and like throw that to the monkeys. Get that off my boat immediately.
That's so interesting, because I have a buddy that's the same thing.
Yeah. It's like no bananas on boats. Huh. Like I don't even know where it came from or what like the justification at the time was for that rule. Like I'm sure like rules are for a reason.
Thing. Yeah, it's a thing across like he's a bass fisherman, and he's like on Table Rock Lake, like you were not to have a banana on his boat.
Yeah. Not on these boats either. They literally peeled off and went straight to Monkey Island to get rid of all these bananas.
Okay, I've got a fun fact for you.
Okay, ready? Is it about Monkey Island?
Similar.
Okay.
It's about monkeys.
Okay.
That's not really like a fact as much as kind of an antidote.
Oh.
So I was reading, and it's one of those headlines you read, and you're like, yeah, okay, you got me. I got to figure this out. Like, what's going on?
Okay.
You know, there was somewhere, and I believe it was Florida, might have been Georgia, not sure, somewhere down there, around the marsh, area. And what started out as they had, I think that's going to bug me. I'm going to figure out the logistics of it. But they had like 1 or 2 like monkeys or whatever. Well, then people kept like eating the monkeys. And so then more monkeys would come.
Oh.
And so then it like was like a monkey takeover of this like park. Like it was like a national forest or something. Like it was like one of, some of the smaller ones. It's not like Mark Twain, But it got to the point like where it was so bad that they were advising people like not to go there because like the monkeys would like attack you.
Be aggressive.
It would become like
Really?
it was a very like possessive thing. Like they would become like possessive of like the gazebos and like the things and like they almost like started their own like monarchy, like kind of like they were like you are not
They
to
just
be here.
they colonized the park.
They really did. Like it was like a huge problem and they had to like come in.
Where'd you
and,
say
like,
that was?
I don't know.
Okay.
You can talk about something and I'll find the
That
exact.
is crazy. That is crazy. So Brent says, I think this is when we were talking about tigers. His wife got sprayed by one when they were in Puerto Vallarta.
What?
Not great. Yeah, maybe.
Ugh.
So, no, that's probably when we were talking about monkeys, actually. Tigers
You
in
think
Puerto
so?
Vallarta don't make sense. But, so, sprayed by a monkey. That's probably not great. Puerto Vallarta, that's a pretty area. So, we took a radio trip. So, the radio station we advertise with takes its advertisers on a 1 or 2 trips a year. And I tell you where we went was Cabo. And you want to talk about pretty. I mean, just Puerto Vallarta is, I understand they're not the same place, but really pretty. And I like it a lot. And I was thinking about Cabo because I was thinking that was one of the places where you go, Brent. But anyway.
Oh.
So did you figure out where it was?
No, this is even more terrifying.
Oh no.
So this is a different monkey takeover.
Okay.
The good news is it's not in the US and it's not a movie.
Okay. Oh, okay.
In
So it's like a real
Thailand,
life?
they've taken over a city.
Really?
It says
Like an entire city.
Yeah, well, so here's the dramatic part of it. It said, in the city in Thailand, the people that live there left their jewelry at home and kept other treasures out of sight, but danger lurked anyways.
Oh.
And then they watched so a thief stole an iced tea, a vandal attacked a motorcycle. One woman quit her place in line when a stalker crept up and threatened to bite her.
Holy cow.
And then they basically come out to say that they were monkeys. And it shows like these pictures of these monkeys and they've like started like vandalizing this town. Like they started like they want the food, they want whatever people are there, and then they're like they become like threatening. Like
And that's their territory.
I guess so. That was not what I was thinking. I thought it was in Florida. There was a park.
Unreal.
Yeah, but it kind of became a whole thing.
Well, guys, we're gonna wrap this up because I just got a message that pizza's here.
Perfect.
So
Awesome.
we're gonna wrap this up. We usually like to go for an hour. We went for an hour 15.
Yep.
Oh, no kidding. So Brett says they were tigers in Puerto Vallarta.
Oh.
Okay, so they imported them. I would say, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know, but yeah, it's cool being close to them. Yeah, you'd hope they'd be in better living conditions, but who knows?
Also, it was in Silver Springs State Park.
Silver Springs State Park. Don't go.
Yeah.
Or you can go now. Or no.
It was along the river.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were advising them last year not to go.
Okay, if you're going to Silver Springs Park in Florida, read up on this monkey issue. It could affect you.
Could affect you.
There it is. You beautiful people have a wonderful weekend.
You know what? You first, Brent.
Yeah.
You first.
Yeah, you first, you beautiful person. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brent. Thank you so much for everyone else. Yeah, just for hanging out.
Absolutely.
For another Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay. We didn't really talk about Fence that much.
No,
but
there wasn't a whole lot, which is good. No news is good news.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yep. But if you guys do have fencing questions, Sarah, and they want to ask you directly, how would they do that?
Yeah, so you'll just email me at sarah@ozfence.com.
Yep. If you send it to Sarah at Ozark Fence, nobody gets that.
Nobody
or maybe
gets
somebody does. I don't know, but it's not us.
Not me.
So
Yep.
ozfence.com.
Yep.
Sarah with an H.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
And you can also leave it here. We monitor the comments over the week.
Drop it in the comment below, and then we get notifications as comments come in here. And if it's a question, a fence-related question, we'll answer it.
Absolutely.
If it's just a general comment, we will receive it. We will
like it.
Yep, that's right. Guys, thanks for tuning in with us again.
Yes.
Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next Friday for another edition of Ask a Fence Gal Fri-Yay.
Yep. I love it.
See you guys
Thanks,
later.
guys. Have a good weekend.